Shall we begin? Restart. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall we begin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Let's other also join. ये अनुष्का आपके पीछे व्हाइट बोर्ड है क्या?
नहीं सर, टाइल्स है।
अच्छा, अच्छा, one more thing I wanted to discuss about the assignments as well. So basically, I have already taken your law assignments of most of the students. Okay, if you feel like that your group assignment of law is not done, then please message me personally so I'll take it accordingly. Okay, for your text assignments, that was one-to-one, so I'll allocate marks on the basis of class performance only. I'm not taking separate assignments. I'll allocate marks on the basis of class assignments plus the presentations you are submitting me. Okay, so I'm writing it over here. Okay, so if you are pending with any of your law assignments, please message me on WhatsApp that sir, my law assignment is pending. For text assignments, I request you please share your text assignment on the email or on the Google Classroom. Okay, or you can personally message me also on WhatsApp so that I'll give you marks according to the presentation that you have prepared and according to the overall class performance that we have. Okay, shall we begin with the class? So let me quickly begin with the class because it's already 11:15. We will have a short class of half an hour and then I'll request for those, so basically for those who want to do something and utilize this time of 21 days or followed by extension can have 1 or 2 hours. We'll be talking about certain ideas. So all those who are interested can stay after this class. We will be talking, taking different ideas, doing all this discussions what can be relevant, and those who are not interested occupied with the other work can leave. So it is completely voluntary up to you guys. Okay, so now let's begin with the class. So okay, so I was on this topic where I was talking you about in business what basically I'm going to do is I'll start with the revenue, then I'm deducting only the allowed expenses as per tax, plus of if any expenses that I've already deducted, I'll add back again if it was disallowed as per tax, and then I'll be getting profit as per tax on which I'll be calculating the tax that I need to pay. Now, any sum whether received or receivable in cash or kind under an agreement for not carrying out any activity. Now, let's understand this. Say, for example, the GCEC are taking classes for ACCS, right? Now, there is another institution that also starts, say, for example, ACCA classes. Okay? Now what happens is GCC knows that if there is another player in the market in Jaipur in ACCA classes, then it is going to affect our market. So what GCC does is GCC approaches them and tells them that if you are not doing this particular business, if you are not carrying out this activity, I'll pay you annually, say for example, 50 lakh rupees. So even though now ACCA classes is not doing any activity, but still they are going to receive some money or cash or kind. So not carrying out this activity, if that is also the case, that means it is classified under the GAIN PGBP. For not sharing any know-how, patent, copyright, trademark, license, again it goes under this category. Understood what this point is about? देवांश, अनीश, आ गया समझ में?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Coming to the next, any sum received by a keyman insurance policy. Now, as the word says that, what is this word is? Keyman. Who is a keyman? An important part of a business organization. If that is the case, it will be taxable as income from business. Fair market value of inventory on its conversion as capital asset. Say for example, you were into the taxi business. For you earlier taxis were classified as an inventory, but now you decided that you don't want to continue that business, you want to sell those assets. So when you are selling those assets, it will categorize into capital asset. But when you are converting your inventory to capital asset, that particular income or benefit will be classified under this head. Any sum receivable in cash or kind on account of any capital asset being demolished, destroyed, discarded in respect of this section is under this capital gain. We are not talking about this section because it is again a specific section. Now someone told me about this when we were beginning with this chapter. They told me that, say for example, sir, if we are into the business of shares, right? Now, into the business of shares, like wealth compounder articles can very well relate it. There can be two sort of businesses. One is that I am investing into today, and after 2-3 years, I'll be generating some returns out of it. This is what wealth compounders are doing. But at the same time, there are so many businesses that are involved into intra trading. You have word algo trading, delta trading, and all these. So basically, what
Yes,
they are
sir.
doing is
Yes.
they are selling stock, buying, selling, buying, selling on the frequent day-to-day basis. If you are falling in this category, that is intraday trading, we are talking about speculative transactions. Okay. Now let's take a second. So speculative transactions in which a purchase or sales including stocks is periodically or ultimately settled otherwise than by actual delivery. Actual delivery किसमें होगा? Say for example, you have purchased a share for Reliance. Now you are selling it after 2 years. So after T plus 2 days, you will be getting the delivery of that particular stock. So if it is not by delivery, that means what you are doing is intra trading. So if it is in intra trading, we have a specific different provisions where any part of business consists in the purchase and sale of shares of other companies. Such a company shall be deemed to carrying on speculation business to the extent to which business consists of purchase and sale of shares. Now say for example, wealth compounders is involved in this also, this also. So this business is a normal business, but this business is a speculation business. Hence, these deeming provisions does not apply a company's rules. Now, what if you are a speculation business? Provides that wherein assessee carries on a speculative business, that business of the assessee must be deemed as distinct and separate from any other business. This becomes necessary because Section 73 provides us loss in speculation business, unlike other business, cannot be set off against profit of these businesses. So now let's understand what is the logic why we are talking about this business separately. Say for example, this is wealth compounders. Okay, this is their business from investing. Okay, and then there is wealth compounders, which is the business of trading. So what people were doing is, say for example, they have generated certain income. Now having loss in this trading is very frequent because most of the investors are going to incur loss because of the trading. So what people were doing is, now I am talking about the net income of wealth compounders. So I am reducing this income minus loss. Whatever my net income is, I am paying tax on that particular income, right? So now the income tax authorities was of the view that because of this net off, the tax amount is reduced. So now what they did is they separated completely. So now this income cannot be set off through this loss. So this loss will be dealt separately, will be dealt with this income only. So now you cannot set off. So that's why what it is saying is this becomes necessary because section 73 provides us losses in speculation, unlike other business, cannot be set off against the profit of any business other than the speculation business. So now what it is saying is that this net off is now not allowed. So if you have income under this trading income and if you have loss, then only you can set off, otherwise you cannot set off. Got the point? What is the logic of this?
सर एक बार और समझ में
हाँ सर
आ गया समझ या नहीं आया?
नहीं आया सर एक बार
ये आया सर
मैं
नहीं
ऐसे
आया
बोलता
सर।
हूँ। ठीक है, वापस समझते हैं। अब एक बार देखो क्या होता है, मैं आपको पहले एक बार लॉस का कहानी समझाता हूँ। ठीक है, मैंने पहले भी बताया था। फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज 2019-20, ठीक है, दिस इज 2021, दिस इज 21-22. Similarly, for the period of 8 years, you can carry forward your loss. ठीक है, मतलब इंक्लूडिंग दिस, तो आपने आपके बिजनेस से इनकम कमाई माइनस ऑफ सर्टेन एक्सपेंसेस। तो अब या तो आपको प्रॉफिट हो सकता है अगर इनकम ज्यादा है, या फिर आपको लॉस हो सकता है। ठीक है, अब हुआ क्या, मेरे को इस साल में प्रॉफिट हुआ, ये प्रॉफिट पे मैंने टैक्स दे दिया। एक सेकेंड, मुझे ये वीडियो का थोड़ा अरेंज करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, यहाँ पे टैक्स का सेट ऑफ हो गया। अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ कि जो भी मेरा टैक्स था एट द रेट ऑफ 30%, मैंने मेरा टैक्स कैलकुलेट करा और टैक्स पे कर दिया। दूसरा साल आया, दूसरे साल में क्या हुआ कि मुझे अब की बार लॉस हो गया। ठीक है, अब लॉस के ऊपर मुझे क्या है, टैक्स तो नहीं देना, लेकिन मुझे 30% टैक्स का बेनिफिट मिलेगा। ठीक है, एक बार फिगर लेते हैं। से फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा जो नेट लॉस आया वो है 1 करोड़ रुपए का, तो 30% टैक्स का बेनिफिट कितना हो गया,
30 लाख
30 लाख रुपए। अब नेक्स्ट ईयर देखते हैं। नेक्स्ट ईयर मेरे पास प्रॉफिट आया 1 करोड़ रुपए का। ठीक है, प्रॉफिट के ऊपर मेरा टैक्स कितना बनता था, 30 लाख का टैक्स माइनस ऑफ दिस 30 लाख ऑफ लॉस कैरीड फॉरवर्ड, तो मेरा टैक्स कितना बचा,
0।
ये नॉर्मल प्रोविजन होते हैं टैक्स के। यू कैन कैरी फॉरवर्ड योर लॉसेस ऑफ बिजनेस अप टू 8 इयर्स। अप टू 8 इयर्स का मतलब क्या है कि मान लो यहाँ पे मेरा 20 लाख ही था प्रॉफिट, 30 लाख लॉस था, तो वापस से 10 लाख का लॉस मैं अगले साल ले जाऊंगा।
अच्छा,
ऐसा मैं कब तक कर सकता हूँ, 8 इयर्स तक।
8 साल
इसका एक सेपरेट हेड है, सेपरेट चैप्टर है, तो मैं ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगा। ठीक है, अब अपन वेल्थ कंपाउंडर्स पे आते हैं। वेल्थ कंपाउंडर्स के दो बिजनेस है। ठीक है, वन इज ऑफ द इन्वेस्टिंग, ठीक है, वन बिजनेस ऑफ वेल्थ कंपाउंडर्स इज ऑफ ट्रेडिंग। ठीक है, अब मैं वैसे बात करूं तो वैसे तो वेल्थ कंपाउंडर्स एक ही है, चाहे वो बिजनेस करे इन्वेस्टिंग का, चाहे ट्रेडिंग करे। ठीक है, यहां तक प्रॉब्लम है किसी को?
नहीं सर, नो सर।
मैं बोल रहा हूं कि चाहे वेल्थ कंपाउंडर्स इन्वेस्टिंग करे, जब मैं टोटल वेल्थ कंपाउंडर की इनकम की बात करूंगा तो मैं उसमें इन्वेस्टिंग भी इंक्लूड करूंगा, उसमें ट्रेडिंग भी इंक्लूड करूंगा, और अगर इनके कोई और बिजनेसेस है तो मैं वो भी इंक्लूड करूंगा। ठीक है, अब इन्वेस्टिंग से मैंने 1 करोड़ रुपए कमाया, ट्रेडिंग में मेरे को लॉस हुआ 50 लाख का, तो मेरी नेट इनकम कितनी हुई,
50 लाख
50 lakh. 50 lakh.
एक second. So my net income is
50 lakh.
50 lakhs. अब मैं जो टैक्स दूंगा वो किस पे दूंगा?
50 lakh.
50 lakhs पे.
अब गवर्नमेंट क्या बोल रही है कि यार ये सेट ऑफ के कारण हमें जो 50 लाख पे और टैक्स मिलता उसका हमें लॉस हो गया. ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट को लॉस हुआ नहीं हुआ?
हुआ. हाँ सर.
और अगर मान लो
हुआ.
मैं फीलिंग्स पे जाऊं तो ये तो सही है, इसमें गलत क्या है? वेल कंपाउंडर्स है, पूरी एक एंटिटी है, तो इसको बेनिफिट मिलना चाहिए ना. लॉस हुआ है तो इसको ज्यादा टैक्स. क्या बोल रहे हो?
कुछ ही नहीं सर, कुछ ही.
ठीक है, अगर मान लो मैं फीलिंग्स पे जाऊं तो मुझे क्या फीलिंग्स आ रही है? यार इसमें गलत क्या है? व्हाट इज रॉन्ग इन दिस? I'll have to pay tax at 50 lakhs because I am incurring losses. That's why I should pay tax on a lesser amount. Does this make sense or not?
Mm.
But now what
Yes, sir.
happens in trading is,
Yes, sir.
trading के अंदर when you are doing speculation, ठीक है, speculation is basically you are doing intra trading. Now what happens is intra trading is something that government doesn't like. Government does not like this. Why government does not like this is because there is a reason. What is the reason behind this is these speculation trading is not
short-term
generating any
hoती है.
business in India. This is not done for investment purpose. This is just done to make profit out of Indian stock market. So government not only likes it, but government hates this. Why they hate is because say for example, suddenly a mutual fund investor comes, he invests in India, he puts 5,000 crores and in the evening he generates profit and he takes 6,000 crores from India. Now this 1,000 crores is a wealth that Indian lost. Okay, got the point? Why government doesn't like
Yes
this?
sir.
So now what government did is, in order to stop certain activities, government cannot do and say that we are not allowing intraday trading. Government cannot do this is because this is not what a transparency or a uniformity with the other stock market is. So government, what has to do is government has to dislike it. How government dislike is, government start giving certain benefits to other, or government stops certain benefits that they were giving to this. Okay, so now what government did is that this is separate and this is separate. Okay, so now whatever the income you are earning, whatever the loss you are earning, you are going to set off under this head only. You cannot set off under other head. So now what is going to happen? Let's see it again. So now say for example, if I am earning 1 crore rupees and there is a loss of 50 lakh rupees in this, my total income will be 1 crore rupees only. I'll pay tax on this 1 crore rupees. That means I am going to set off, if I have income of this head only, I cannot set off using the other business head of income. Got the point?
सर फिर ये लॉस 50 lakhs का आगे कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं?
कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हो, लेकिन इसी इनकम से सेट ऑफ होगा.
ओके
ठीक है
सर अगर वैसा वर्षा होता तो केवल ट्रेडिंग में.
हाँ मैं ले रहा हूँ, वो भी एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ. सो से फॉर एग्जांपल आपकी बार क्या हुआ कि आपका जो ये वाला केस था, इसमें आपको 10 लाख का लॉस हो गया. ठीक है, इसमें आपको 50 lakhs का प्रॉफिट हो गया. ठीक है, in this case your income will be 40 lakh. You will pay tax on 40 lakh because government likes this kind of loss, but government hates this trading business. Government likes this, whether it is profit or loss, government hates this. So in this case you will be getting benefit, but not in speculation. So what you need to remember in short is that speculation is something that government hates. So that's why they have created it as a separate business, separate provision, separate calculation. If you have a loss, set it off against that income only. Otherwise, you cannot set it off. समझ आ गया?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Now the question arises: what is speculation, or what are the transactions under speculation? ठीक है?
जो short term transactions होते हैं.
हाँ, तो basically now there are short-term transactions also. But say for example, a farmer is there. Now farmer has entered into certain sort of transaction that, you know, prevents him from the loss that he would have suffered in his agricultural business. Now, do you think that government should benefit this sort of businesses?
No.
अगर
If a
लीगल है तो
farmer-
फिर
If a
अगर
farmer is
लीगल है तो
entering,
सपोर्ट करना चाहिए.
if the farmers is entering into any sort of transaction, whether it's speculative or not, but it supports agriculture. So government has a very soft heart when we talk about agriculture, right? So if you will see, like if you will see the transactions not deemed to be speculative. So government says that if you are doing speculation transactions other than actual delivery, we are going to consider these speculative transactions, but these will not be deemed to be speculative. Now, what are these points? Hedging contract. Like farmer example I'm taking. So farmer entered into a particular transaction so that he can hedge him through the future price fluctuations. In that case, sorry, we are not going to consider that as a part of speculative transaction. Hedging contract, say for example, right now, if I talk about airlines, the airlines feel that the price of oil is going to rise. So what they do is they hedge this transaction. What is the meaning of hedge? That they will go to bank, they will tell the bank that at whatever the current rate, I am going to block that rate. That means I am going to buy that particular oil at this current price, blocking that rate. So now even the price of oil rises, price of oil falls. The airlines has nothing to do with it. Bank is going to bear the profit or loss. Basically, airlines has blocked that particular rate by entering into a hedging transaction. Forward contract. Again, you enter into a bank. Say, for example, you are pursuing ACCA, right?
Yes, sir.
So you feel like that the pound rate is going to increase. So you are afraid that if the pound rate rises, you will have to pay more fees. So you go to bank, you ask them that I want to enter into a forward contract. I want to block the rates for pound. So if it rises, if it falls, I have nothing to do with it. I'm entering into a forward contract. Now, if you will see, the intention behind all these transactions is not to make quick money, is not to do speculation, but to basically prevent myself from risk. So in these cases, these are not speculation transactions. These are treated as normal business transactions. And if it is a normal business, you are allowed to set off the losses. Got the point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now coming to this, how we calculate profit and gain from business or profession. First, we are going to include the profit, whatever the profit is. Then we are going to include the admissible deductions that is allowed as per tax. So we are going to deduct this. If there is any deduction or expense that we have already deducted is not allowed, we are going to add it back again. Okay. Expenses, or if there is any specific additions, then it gives us profit chargeable to tax. And if there is any other provision, say for example, loss set off and all this, we get the final net tax profit. Okay. Now come to the next, talking about what is allowed in income tax. That is the admissible deductions given under section 32, 37.
37.
Are you able to hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Problem still now?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes. What is the problem? Any problems?
Yes.
Aryan,
Yes, sir.
Arya, Akarsh,
No,
Keshav,
sir.
Riya, Aryan, Anushka, Modi ji, any problems?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Namra, Hitesh, Ritesh,
Sir?
No, sir.
Anmol, Khush, Kapil, Anish, Pranav, Tushar, Mehul. No problems?
No, sir.
So now basically
No,
I'm
sir.
talking about admissible deductions. So we'll stop after 10 minutes and I'm not going to continue. I'll share the link of another video immediately. and then we are talking about certain ideas. So whosoever wants to participate, one thing is sure that if we are working, we are going to generate revenue also, and you are going to create your own brand also. So now it is up to you if you want to participate. Coming to the admissible deductions, for example, if you are doing business, what do you think should be allowed as a deduction?
जो भी लीगल चीजों के अपन कर रहे हैं
नहीं, जो भी सोसाइटी के लिए बेनिफिट का कर रहे हैं,
हाँ सोशल ऑब्जेक्टिव है तो
जो भी सोशल ऑब्जेक्टिव फुलफिल कर रहे हो उस पे डिडक्शंस।
नहीं, मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ, मैं एक बार मेरा एक ऑब्जेक्टिव बता देता हूँ, मैं एक क्वेश्चन बोल देता हूँ, क्या पूछ रहा हूँ मैं आपसे। फॉर एग्जांपल आपने सेल्स में से कॉस्ट माइनस करी, ठीक है, आपके पास क्या आ गया, जीपी। अब जीपी के बाद मैं माइनस कर रहा हूँ रेंट, मैं माइनस कर रहा हूँ सैलरी। तो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दीज एक्सपेंसेस, इज द रेंट अलाउड, इज द सैलरी अलाउड, तो व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ डिडक्शंस आर अलाउड? तो आपके हिसाब से क्या क्या अलाउ करना चाहिए?
So depreciation is also allowed.
डेप्रिसिएशन होना चाहिए, वेरी गुड पॉइंट। व्हाट एल्स?
So repairs, insurance.
डेप्रिसिएशन होना चाहिए, रिपेयर्स होना चाहिए, इंश्योरेंस होना चाहिए। व्हाट एल्स?
मेंटेनेंस
होना चाहिए, मेंटेनेंस, ठीक है, रिपेयर्स एंड मेंटेनेंस। व्हाट एल्स?
Sir, traveling expense.
ट्रैवलिंग होना चाहिए अलाउड, सेल्स एक्सपेंस होने चाहिए। हाँ बोलो।
सर ट्रैवलिंग एक्सपेंसेस क्यों होगा? वो तो हम लोग अकाउंटिंग के टर्म से निकालते हैं, टैक्सेशन के हिसाब से तो ट्रैवलिंग नहीं होना चाहिए ना।
क्यों? आपको बिजनेस में सेल्स करने आपको ट्रैवल करना पड़ता है,
लेकिन सर इनकम टैक्स के हिसाब से तो उसमें ये इंक्लूड नहीं करा जाएगा प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में।
किसने बोला?
जब इसका सर इनकम टैक्स के हिसाब से हम प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस बनाएंगे तो
अगर आपका कोई भी खर्चा है दैट इज इनकर्ड इन ऑर्डर टू हेल्प यू इन इंश्योरिंग सेल्स, होना चाहिए। व्हाट डू यू थिंक, इट शुड बी अलाउड और नॉट?
सर मैं क्वेश्चन है सर होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए, मैं यही पूछ रहा हूँ सर। ट्रैवलिंग का खर्चा आना चाहिए नहीं आना चाहिए इनकम
फॉर
टैक्स?
एग्जांपल इन ऑर्डर टू लाइक लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल, इन ऑर्डर टू do sales of GCC, we go to different schools, we incur a lot of expenditure in petrol, in the team and all this. Will that be allowed or not? Is it a part of routine business expenditure or not?
Yes sir.
So that will be allowed. What else? So now talking about these reductions, what we are allowing is rents, rates, taxes, repairs, insurance used by the assessee for the purpose of his business or profession. आपने कोई premise ले रखा है, if you are using any premise that is on rental basis where the premises are used partly for business and partly for other purposes, then a proportionate part will be allowed, but it will be allowed as a deduction. Got it?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
yes
Okay. Then there are now see, like when I'm talking about rent rates, if you will see, there's so many points related to rent only, occupation, repairs of premises. If now say for example, if there is a repair of premises, okay, repair of premises is apart from rent, this section allows reduction in respect of expenses incurred on account of repairs to the building assessee, but when in case where the assessee is the owner of the building or assessee is a tenant who has undertaken to bear the cost.
Both.
So basically there are specific provisions. I cannot go into the detail of each and every provision, but we'll cover an overview of it. Like repairs and insurance of machinery, plant and furniture is allowed on profession, like usage of the asset. In order to claim this reduction, the assessee must have used it for the business purposes. Say for example, you have hundreds of machinery, your profit is less, and you are claiming repairs of each and every machinery that you are not even using in the business, then it will not be allowed. The word has to be read in terms of his active as well as passive users. A passive क्यों बोला है? Even if the asset is used for a part of the previous year, say for example 1 month, 2 months, the assessee is allowed to deduction for full amount of expenses on repairs and machinery. Got it? The term exclude replacement or reconstruction. Say for example, you had a flat. Now you feel like that because of our increased demand, we need to reconstruct another flat. So that is not repairs. that is basically a capital asset. So that will be included in the capital asset part. Okay, coming to the next, insurance premium. Yes, allowed, must be used. There are again must be actually paid or payable, and there are other conditions as well. Depreciation, I'll be starting depreciation from tomorrow onwards. I'm stopping this meeting. I'll start the another meeting. Let me tell you what's the time right now. It is 10:46. We'll start the another meeting at 12. Okay, and that meeting is about the ideas. So all those who wants to join can join it. All those who don't want to join cannot join it. Okay,
तो 12 बजे
12 बजे.
अच्छा ठीक है
Okay.
यस सर
So I'm ending this. We'll start with the next meeting shortly.